I'm the bad guy. And in so many ways I've learned that I'm never home when you're gone. Can't dispute from my position. I'm checking the settings. I think everything is okay now. To love you. What if this time? It was showing. I didn't think y'all could see it, but I wasn't sure. But it was showing that my stream was showing another window, bro. I was getting real paranoid. So I thought some shenanigans was happening. So I had to make sure that everything was all right. I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there's nothing too crazy on this computer, but I got stuff on here. Y'all ain't supposed to see that. You know what I'm saying? So I had to make sure everything was all right. So I think everything is cool now. But well, don't tell me it's too late. Dame over Brunson. I'm in tears. What you talking about? They playing right now? I wasn't. I haven't. Whatchamacallit? What would you do if I asked to stay the night? Cause I don't really wanna be alone. All right, now that we got the song out the way. I don't know. I haven't seen the slate of games. All I know is that the Bulls are playing the Lakers tonight. That's all I know. I haven't really locked into anything else. Oh, you talking about the All-Star voting? Yeah, Dame. If that's what you're talking about, Dame over Brunson is an oversight of. Yeah, okay. See, I figured. So soon as I looked at my phone, I saw All Star. Yeah, they wilded. I didn't watch that because I was on here, and then some other things happened, so I didn't get to see who the starters are. So let's matter of fact, let's take a look at that right now. If it's whatchamacallit, if it's live, not live, if it's on the Google machine. Once again, I'm not googling anything in front of you guys. So let's see who are the All Star starters and such. We'll do it via Twitter. But Dame been floating by on reputation for a little bit now. he been putting up tour dates every other game for a minute. He had like last time I checked, he had like a 2-game stretch where he was pretty good. That was the last time I checked, but like he got a lot of 4 for 16, 5 for 17 nights cooking up right now. And I don't exactly know. You know what I'm saying? How much of the I don't know the criteria anymore. I know it's not all fan voting anymore, but I don't know if it's 50% fan voting, and then okay, so we got Halliburton, Lillard, Embiid, Giannis.
Okay.
Let's see. What? And Tatum. I don't have any problem with that except Lillard. Let's see. On West we have Doncic, Durant, LeBron, Shea. Okay, I respect that, and Jokic. So I don't have any problem with the West. The East is looking crazy. Not really. Dame just shouldn't be there. Even though they are the second team in the West and stuff like that, but I think Brunson has earned it over him for this season at least. Fan voting is cooked, yeah, bro. Well, we knew it was cooked last year. Was that last year or the year before last when Wiggins got all those votes and he ended up in the All-Star game as a starter? You know what I'm saying? Nothing against Andrew Wiggins, but like, come on, brother. Let's be serious for 1 second. But it's always kind of been cooked, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm a yall respecter and stuff like that. The years when he was getting all those votes, even though I think that he was deserving of them some years, like it's like, man, we're gonna figure out a way to do something about it. But like that was an unprecedented case that's probably not gonna happen again. And then it happened, you know what I'm saying, with Wiggins, even though that was a different contingent, you know what I'm saying, Korean versus Chinese people. I don't want to like make you people think that I'm not one of these people who don't know the difference or anything like that. So like shout out to all my Asian brothers and sisters out there. But I don't know how much like the new like Twitter voting and like 1 day votes count towards 3. I think it was better when you had to like hard send your joints in, like fill out forms and like put them in a ballot box and do all that kind of stuff as opposed to the shenanigans we had now. I don't know if you used to be able to call in votes. I can't remember, but you know what I'm saying? I've been watching basketball a long time. It wasn't as easy to like you just I think retweets count as votes and stuff like that. Like we can't have that. The game is cooked if like that's what's going on. Love Austin Reeves to death. He should not have been 10th in voting. Particularly with the season. Ooh. I was in OBS when I coughed. I hit the screen and I almost stopped the stream. But yeah. I'm saying Austin Reeves shouldn't have got that many votes. A lot of that's why they tried to rectify with the splitting of the weighting of the votes, but like I don't, you know, I don't think they have quite gotten it ironed out yet, but they never will. A worse problem is the way the All-Star game actually looks just in general. All-Star weekend is cooked a little bit. The dunk contest, they need to just go ahead and bring in them team flight type dudes from off the streets. I'm sure nobody in the league wants to get embarrassed by a random person, but like they need to have dunk contests where NBA guys is going up against them professional dunker dudes. I think that would be some high drama. I think the NBA guys would lose. So that's probably why it's never going to happen. I thought the horse they had the one year was a good idea. People were surprised that Rondo was making all those threes. I can't remember who he was going up against. Was it KD? I think it was Rondo and KD. And Rondo was making he was going shot for shot with KD for like 10 minutes, like something crazy. Oh, I'm hitting the last button. I'm tripping. But yeah, I think there are several things that need to be ironed out with the All-Star game. I think I downloaded this pass before the stream stopped last time. I see the NFL has come to grips with the fact that the Pro Bowl is not really a good product anymore. I don't know what they would do to improve. They tried the Elam rule and stuff like that, but the games get out of hand a little too fast sometimes because they still not playing defense or offense for the first 3 quarters. And I don't know exactly what the fix would be, but who knows? All I know is I just realized I didn't see Anthony Davis, so I might take back what I said. Maybe he don't deserve to be a starter. I think he's more deserving of the starting nod than LeBron James is this season. Let's just keep it 100. But we all know how that goes. He wasn't getting in over Luka. He wasn't getting in over Jokic. He wasn't getting in over KD, and nobody was getting in over LeBron. But you know, perhaps it should have been a little more consideration for AD in that starting spot. I would have gave him my starting vote just because he's been tremendous this season. But that's my Laker bias more than anything. But back to these assists. KCP once again started the show, man. This has just been a KCP highlight. See, I almost skipped. Oh, speaking of skip, but I almost skipped. Sometimes I think I know what's happening. I usually go through all of them all the way through, but you know what I'm saying? For like entertainment purposes, I guess I was trying to speed it up a little bit. But the thing is not on here. Once again, I already had the speed downloader on here. Manage extensions. Do I got any extensions that y'all should not see? I don't think so. I don't need the speed thing on there. It's all good. We see this past 80 times a game with Jokic, but that's going in the compilation because I don't remember how many of them I downloaded before that. Aaron Gordon, speaking of all-star snubs, you know what I'm saying? He should have got at least one dunk contest title. I think that was the final nail in the dunk contest coffin where they didn't give him his proper respect. I think wasn't that a fan voting situation where like they were both tied and like the fans just decided that Levine won? Like they did that man foul. Please don't tell me that's the reason why this man's number is 50. I just put that together because he did have that song about how he should have got a 50 or something, and it was directed at like Dwayne Wade or something. So if that's why his number is 50, man, I'm a cry laughing after this stream. Because I never thought about why his number was 50 until just now, because he was 00 in Orlando. So I never really thought about why he made this number change. So if that's the reason, he got a title, so I can't really say nothing about it. But you wildin', brother, if that's what your thought process was. Do I want to put this past? Yeah, I do. Yes, I do. I need to just let it run while I'm playing. I'm trying to get better at talking and doing things at the same time, which is odd because I used to make videos where I would rap at the same time as I was playing the game, and I didn't really have a problem doing both of those things. But like looking at these passes and making sure they're good passes and talking to y'all without having to restart everything, it's like it's short circuiting my brain, and that's probably because I haven't done something like that in a while. I haven't really done a lot of multitasking over these past few years now that I'm out of school and such. See, it's just gonna be a basic. Ooh, nice little feet work from Gordon there. This is not going into compilation, but that's on Ingram. This is another possession where you should have did a little more. Well, I'm not. He's too small to really do anything, but he wasn't in good position. He kind of got jumped on. He put that hand on him. Put 2 hands on him, which you should not do. And got spun off of because once he feel that second hand, he gone, bro. Nice little drop step right to the cup. Let's see. Feel like I got something in my tooth. That's going in the compilation. Nice little read. What was it? What was that double for? Is that Kira Lewis Jr.? Mario's guy? I forgot who he got traded to. I've never really watched him play outside of some of the college stuff that I saw, so I don't know if he's a decent player or not, but he's been in developmental hell with them for a while, so that might suggest that he hasn't been getting it done in the way. Maybe Rob could tell me what's going on with Kira Lewis Jr., Kyra Lewis. I don't even know how to say his name correctly. But nice pass. Zeller, man, that hair, bro. You gotta let it go, my G. Like, wait, is that Zeller? It looks like Zeller. Maybe it's not, but I think it is. But yeah, that gotta be. If that's not Zeller, then I don't know who that is. Hello, bro. Shout out from the Philippines. What's going on, big dog? Or you say Alexander. You know what I'm saying? I always my default is to always say, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying, fellas and homies and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We always got to make sure we representing for the ladies and the non-binary homies out here. You know what I'm saying? So I got to go back to fam. I used to call everybody fam for that specific reason. Or like guys, but I would spell guys a different way. That's a lob. That's going in. Oh, yeah, I remember this. This is the play that had me marveling. I'm like, how's this brother back so cooked? I'm a person with a super cooked back. And I couldn't dream of doing something like this. I ain't even saying, I'm talking about like on a Nerf hoop. If I did this, I'd be laid out for days, bro. I drove somewhere yesterday. That's why I didn't stream yesterday. I drove somewhere in the morning. And then I got back and then my body just started crumbling, bro. It was a really sad experience, but this brother is just defying every bit of his physical ailments and things like that. But, whatchamacallit? If this was like 1983, he'd retired already. Modern medicine is incredible, bro. They basically gave this man a new foot. That's a nice little short roll. Let's see. If this was Duke Zion, he would have threw that into the third row, but he ain't built like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Zion respecter though. All that talk after the Lakers mollywopped these boys. An in-season tournament was wild to me. It's like, yeah, they lost before. They're like, yeah, Zion, you too fat out here, bro. You ain't playing hard enough. You way too fat. I'm like, his pendulum is swinging way too far the other way. That brother is still an excellent basketball player, even though, you know what I'm saying, he could be a better defender, and his free throws shouldn't look like that after all the time he had off. But, you know what I'm saying, you can't have everything. His jumper just going to look like that for the rest of his existence. But, he's still playing quality shooting hoops. He was playing quality shooting hoops before all that happened. They just so happened to run into some real hoop that the Lakers immediately stopped playing after that game. I'm going to put that in the compilation. I did not mean to full screen that. But I still think that the Pelicans have some deficiencies that are going to stop them from being like a serious contender just in the way that they generate offense. Of course, they got shooters now like Hawkins and Murphy could probably alleviate some of that. I think Brandon is shooting better from the three this year, even though I haven't paid as much attention to him this year, but he still but like he's still a reluctant off the dribble 3-point shooter in the sense that if you need him to like shoot one, he can't shoot one, but like it's not a consistent part of his shot diet. It wasn't, at least. Like I said, I haven't seen as much this year. I haven't tracked the numbers, but I think that if your two best players are both paint, kind of mid-range to paint oriented guys, even though Brandon's a jump shooter, it's a lot of mid-range jump shooting. I think you're going to have trouble finding offense consistently because you kind of got to grind out your points, and you kind of lose the math game at a certain point. But they have shooting now that I think could like stand toe to toe with, you know what I'm saying, good enough people. The X factor is always CJ, and I do not trust him. He had like one good playoffs where I was like, oh, CJ is really getting it done. And then like every other time, I think they had 2 play-in games. I don't think he was good in he was definitely not good in the one play-in game for sure. And then he's had several moments in the clutch. I think he had he missed some free throws this year or something like that. Like I just don't necessarily trust him to be that third guy, because he would be the guy that would provide the consistent off the dribble shooting and stuff like that. But he kind of turns into a pumpkin sometimes when the chips get down. So I'm keeping my eye on them, but I think they are a solid playoff team, but I don't know if they make any noise this year, at least. And then if they don't, I don't know if they're going to start having some conversations about the makeup of the team and who needs to stay, who needs to go. That's another discussion for another day. But going into compilation. But as of now, they on suspect watch. Let's see. There we go. Fight for position. Jokic versus Jokic Jr. I'm going to get another Shingun situation going. That's going in the compilation. I like the way he picked that up and threw it. The double came. He recognized it immediately, even though he probably knew it was coming anyway. But just like so another person would have to pick that ball up, identify it, then throw it. He just kind of did it all in one motion. It's like, oh, lost the ball a little bit, tap it to yourself, get it, it's gone. Is Michael Porter Jr. telling him where to pass it because he wanted to swing? Oh no, he just had his hands up. But if you ever notice, somebody will point, like if you want to see the guy that wants to get the ball in a swing situation, he'll point to the other guy. Like if KCP wanted the ball, he would point to Michael Porter Jr. hoping the ball would have got here, and then he would have swung it to the corner. I see people do that a lot. Let's see. Wait, did I download that? Let me make sure I downloaded that pass. 7:59, 8 o'clock. I think I did. I'm almost certain that I did. Yes, I did. I was explaining it for some reason for so long that I forgot what happened. Another handoff that we don't need to put in a compilation. Ooh. Yes, indeed. Only a few people making this pass, brother. Threw it through 3 people. Now, 2 of them weren't really paying attention, but it's still like you got to have the angular situation. He threw it. It got to a low point. It bounced right in that man's hands. Who was that? That good one? Man, it's a lot of new faces and new places that I'm not really privy to. I wasn't really paying attention. I know the Lakers play the Rockets pretty soon. I think they cooled off at home. Last time we played them at home, they were undefeated at home. That was like 7 games into the season or something crazy. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, they're a little less formidable at home. I saw they just lost to they just went to overtime against the Blazers. I didn't check to see who won that game after. But they've been in some dogfights at home recently. I don't think we're putting in this pass in the compilation, though. That was more of a nice cut by Gordon than anything, so we're just going to leave that in the thing. Do you think D'Lo is moved, and where would he go? I do think he's moved. I do not know where he would go, though. There's some chatter about, like, Brooklyn being, like, not more so just for, like, sentimental reasons, but also because they have some assets that the Lakers would want. And then it would be a 3-team with the Hawks and then everything. But the thing that's like perplexing me is like the talk around like his contract and like I don't know if there's hesitancy on the behalf of other teams, like, oh, he's gonna opt out and he's gonna want more money, or like if he does opt in, we don't want this contract. And if it's the second one, I just don't understand how that contract is considered an albatross. We looking at these Houston Rockets. This man right here. This fella, Fred VanVleet, your local barber, is making over $40 million. That brother is shooting 40% from the field, averaging about the same amount of points as D'Lo, and like 2 more assists and like 10 more minutes of play. If this is considered just a decent contract, I don't know how you getting a player that's averaging 17-6 on 48, 41, like whatever the free throws are, splits, in barely 30 minutes a game as some kind of albatross contract. So I don't know who are the takers. Of course, a swap for him and like Dinwiddie. I'm sure they want to get off Dinwiddie and Dorian Finney-Smith, even though he didn't shoot particularly well when we played against them, and he hasn't shot particularly well in the past couple games that I've seen. I think he's still shooting like 39% from the field from 3. So maybe that's something that a team will want. If it's like a straight up Nets and Lakers situation, maybe they can do a swap that way. But I think the clutch factor in Murray is like, I don't know who's really leaking all of this stuff. I don't know if it's just clutch or if it's the Rockets or who it is, but I think that it's more likely than not that D'Lo gets moved for Murray in some permutation of a 3-team deal. Even though I don't think it would be the like, I think it would be a lateral move at best, and I think that they would get worse in some significant areas unless they are also able to bring like a Tyus. I've seen that thrown around where like Murray and Tyus would come to the Lakers, stuff like that. I don't know where D'Lo will go in that situation. If he becomes a Wizard, he gets bought out. Like, I don't know. It's too much stuff going on for me to really speak on it, but I do think he's going to get traded, even though I don't think he should. But you know what I'm saying? I'm an unbiased observer, but people won't be able to see it that way because of my history on this channel. But I do think he ultimately gets moved. You know, whether or not that's a good decision for the Lakers, I don't know. I don't think you should be making moves with LeBron in mind at this point. He's entirely too old. If you think that AD and DeJounte fit together well, which I have a lot of questions about that, but if you think that's a play and you think you can get him cost control for the next 4 years, even though his contract is $30 million, I don't understand why people don't consider his contract a bad contract. Why are people not asking why the Hawks are so eager to move off of this player they signed to an extension that didn't even kick in yet? Like, there's some due diligence that needs to be done that I don't think is being done like it needs to be. But I don't know. I think he gets moved though. Let's see. Okay then. Once this stream is over, whatever this is in my teeth is getting removed. I don't want to get the pick out. You know what? It's becoming annoying. Do I have a flossing thing in here? I don't think I do. Whatever, I'll get rid of it later. Reginald Jackson, a.k.a. Basketball Schmurda. He got 2 different shoes on, too. I need to understand what's going on. Maybe it's a former OKC player thing and current OKC player thing, but him and Jalen Williams out here with the different color shoe swag on. Let's see. I think D'Lo did that once, but, you know, he's selling shoes. I don't know what these other 2 gentlemen are getting into. I thought that was going to be a bounce pass. He's obviously getting this back. There's no way. How many dribbles did this brother take? This is a very generous assist. Let's see. He probably only took 2 dribbles, but he had that ball for a minute. He only took 1 dribble. Maybe, I guess. But let's see. 27, 26, 25, 24. That boy had the ball for 4 seconds before that shot went up. I know it's a 3 dribble rule. I don't know if there's any rule for time. If there is one, I don't know what it is, but I wouldn't have gave that brother an assist on that one. Reginald to the cup. Let's see. I thought he was going to give it back. Pull up. Okay. Dive. Nope. Didn't really need to. What you doing? Is that Dean Wade? That's an aggressive help, brother. We're not seeing man and ball here. Oh. We're not seeing man and ball. Thank you. But did I put that in the compilation? Hold on, because that is going in the compilation. It was a good enough pass. I just don't like the rotation decision made here, even though he was kind of in a damned if you do, damned if you don't predicament, but like you showed your cards way too early. I think Mobley could have at least slowed him down a little bit with his length, and maybe you kind of be a little more in between so this pass isn't as easy as it was. But you know what I'm saying? Star players make you sell out a little more, so it's all good. Let's see. That's a simple. Hold on, let me see. Because sometimes I like the passes where they hold them with their eyes and then they snap the ball real quick and get an easy bucket. That was kind of the situation right there, but I don't think the pass was fancy enough for me to really. He just throws the ball hilariously. Like, is this his version of a no-look? He just looked at the floor like. You know what? I'm respecting a little bit of trickeration he just pulled by putting his head on the ground like that. So that's going in the compilation, even though it doesn't look like the greatest pass. But A lot of times you could you hold a defender with your eyes just to give him a brief second, because like this is not an open shot, but like it's all the NBA player needs to really get into his bag. Oh. Nah, I don't think this pass really created too much of an advantage besides the part of the floor he threw it to, kind of, but he was there. He had the jab step, and that was a heavily contested shot. So nah, if MPJ wasn't 6'11", that wouldn't be. I don't think he's 6'11", but you know what I'm saying. I don't know. 6'9". If he wasn't as big as he is, then that wouldn't have created as much of an advantage as it did. Nah. Let's see. Mans fell down. I don't know about that. Yeah, he tripped. That was a simple pass. We're not putting that in the compilation. Let me get this out of my teeth real quick. It's still there. Hold on. There's some shenanigans going on here. That's going in the compilation. Let me make sure I got the last pass because I wasn't paying attention fully. Okay, that was the last pass. All right, we cool. See? Oh, absolutely. Great finish by Brown. The fact that the NBA players just do this and it's just like second nature is wild to me, because like every time I had to do me a reverse layup, I felt crazy. I didn't miss them when I did them, but like just the way you got to look up at the backboard and like and sometimes you're behind the glass, so you're kind of seeing what it looks like under the glass, but your vantage point is kind of under the basket, so you're kind of looking behind it, and you have no idea if that ball actually hit the square the way you wanted it to. And this brother just did it off a lob. Like he was a little more like, it wasn't really a reverse so much as he just kind of caught it facing, and then he just facing the sideline, and he just turned into it. So it's not exactly the same thing, but like the consistency with which they make that shot always wows me. I mean, not wows me. It's always wild to me. Should I? I think I should. This brother get these hard doubles is crazy. If you're going to double, brother, get up, own him, run into him, foul him if you have to. This man doubled and then was like, I'm going to stop right. He didn't even like, wasn't a bad double, but you know what I'm saying, I think you should have got up on him a little bit more. You had another step you could have took to make that a little more uncomfortable for him, but he probably, I don't know if he drew fouls earlier in the game trying to do the same thing, so I'm not going to say that he should have did one thing or another, but just in the vacuum, probably could have been a little bit more aggressive on that double team. This is what KCP was doing to the Lakers all series, bro. Nice little he looked for the ball. I guess the pass was kind of out of Ivy's reach. He kind of tried to impede him, so he was kind of locked up with him right here. So I'm assuming that's why he didn't get a hand up, but I thought first of all, I thought he just cut and wasn't really looking at the ball, and that's why the ball, he looked at the right time. But no, he was looking right here. Like, then Ivy started looking, but he was locked up, so he couldn't really do nothing. He had two hands on him. Good pass by Jokic, led him right to the layup. Ivy almost had a good recovery. I'm glad that he's actually back in the rotation. That the situation that was going on in Detroit for a while was crazy. I just dropped this. Oh no, I can't put that back in my mouth. But him being like the 11th guy in the rotation was crazy. Like, even if he's not that good, and I think Killian Hayes was still getting a tremendous amount of leash. So like, and it's like, I think Monty was like, oh, he needs to learn how to play defense better and all this. I'm like, how are you going to learn how to play defense if you're not on the floor, brother? Like, you can work on all the other skills. in your downtime. Like I don't know how you're gonna replicate NBA level defense by doing anything but playing defense, particularly on a team that had lost 8 million games in a row. Like if he's losing, let him go down with the shit, bro. Like give him the minutes. I don't understand what Monty's thought process was there. And I thought generally that Monty was a decent coach. I did think it was kind of wild when he got hired the first time because I still had that D'Antoni play that he pulled off on him burned into my brain. I'm like, can he handle? I don't know if I would hire somebody that got tricked by that, but I like that pass right there. But I thought he was generally decent in Phoenix. But if this is the type of time he's been on the whole time, I don't know if that man trying to get fired or what's going on. He got a lot of kids at the crib. Maybe he's trying to get that severance package and go back to the crib. I don't know what he really thinking. But they need to get it together. But I like this pass right here. I'm saying a little fake, no look action, even though the defender looking right at him. So I don't know how much the no look really did for the immediate defenders. It made Paolo kind of freeze, even though I don't think he was going. He's not going to run all the way out there as a big man. But good pass, created just enough separation. Oh, I didn't realize the time on the clock. That's an adventurous pass there, brother. Shout out to Anthony Black. The next notable guard defender in the NBA. At least he was looking like that when the Lakers played them. Okay, I don't think this is going to be a pass worth anything. Well, worth note. So we'll just skip that. What we got here? Wait a minute. See, it's a simple pass, but like the way he went about it and the velocity and touch and the processing earns it a spot unless he pump fakes and does something else. Nope, he shoots that. That's going in the compilation. Nothing to talk about on that pass. Absolutely not. Jalen Suggs. Could he be on the move? Who knows? That he need to let that go though. You know what I'm saying? We can see. I ain't gonna say nothing, but yeah, he a come home candidate for sure. Nothing to talk about on that pass. Oh, little 5-4 pick and roll action. Nice pass. Oh, he got up there. That brother is still one of the premier jumpers in the business. I did not think he was gonna dunk that. I thought he was going to let him slide through and then maybe dunk it or just lay it up. But that brother got off the trampoline real quick. Going to the compilation. Screen. Oh, I guess it's going to be just KCP. KCP got to throw out a lot in these clips. So this is Reginald Jackson. Let's see what Franz was doing. Oh, he was waiting. He assumed the screen was coming, so he kind of braced. Well, I guess that's what he was doing. I actually don't know what you were doing, brother. Should this go in the compilation? It's going in the compilation. Wasn't a great pass or anything. Wasn't really anything to write home about, but it still was real hoop, so it's going in the compilation. We've reached the handoff portion of the assist compilation once again. What month is this? Oh, we deep into November. Okay. These are some generous assists. Let me see. It's off target. He only took one dribble, but how many seconds did that take? It only took 2 seconds. We'll let that be an assist. Cut. Oh, no, another handoff. Little splittery. Like that. It's going in the compilation. Nice read. That brother was as they call, no, he wasn't really. Actually, I thought he was a little face guarding or top locking, whatever you want to call it. But nah, he just, is that Bellin? Oh, is that Chetty? I think that's Chetty. I think it is. Yeah, good little little two-man situation. I think that he was on some shenanigans in the way he was trying to guard that, but it is what it is. Rotation came, but he got it up on the glass. Good play. See, man, these two guard shenanigans going down. I ain't seen this. I ain't seen the Lakers do any kind of sort of situation like this that much. But you know what I'm saying. AD just discovered his calling as a passer. He still kind of makes the more obvious reads. Like he's getting better at making the second side reads and stuff like that. He's still not the level of passer where they're going to be like, oh, we need to guard all the the off ball things as well because we know he's gonna punish us if he doesn't. But that's not going in the compilation. But it's just nice to have a hub like this that you can just do things like this with because look at that. Just easy buckets, man. Jamal Murray got the cushiest job in the world, brother. Been playing with this dude his whole career. He got to be ecstatic. Oh, man, I thought he was getting that ball back. What was that feet work right there, my G? Hold on. Was that not a travel? I guess not. I guess that's not the first step, I guess. That's crazy. Anyway, see what Jokic does with it. Handoff, of course. KCP, midi, of course. That's been half of the passes on here. Nice pass. Compilation worthy. Let's see what we had going on. Fake screenery. Yeah, that boy, is that Keldon? Is that BBL Vince Staples that relaxed? Yeah, that's Keldon. I wonder why he got that half sleeve on. Something must have happened to his shoulder. I thought Keldon was going to take a little more of a leap than he did. Well, I didn't know if I didn't necessarily think, but the only thing I thought he really had to clean up was his off the dribble, like finishing. Everything else, I thought he pretty much had it locked down on offense, but he's kind of been hovering around the same. Why am I rewinding this? I'm acting like the pass that the Spurs threw was the actual pass I'm looking for. Do I want to put that outlet in here? But yeah, I made a video about Keldon Johnson on this channel too. So that just shows how invested I was in him becoming a better player. Still think he's a decent player, but I thought he'd be a little more far along. But off the dribble finishing isn't something that is just a given to happen anyway, and I know that. So, but I thought that maybe, you know what I'm saying, with his strength, maybe he figured out a way to be a little more, play with a little more measured, because he's big enough to where he doesn't have to rush in the way he does when he goes to the rim. But it hasn't exactly materialized for him yet. But he's still, I can't remember how old he is, but he's still relatively young. So never say never. Nice pass. And a mess of arms. Got the ball out, located the open man. Versus his son, Jokic Jr. Yeah, look at that. Just great offense. Oh, yeah, that's Holiday. Who did I think that was earlier? I said some crazy name. I called that man Goodwin. Totally forgot about Holiday. See what we got. Nothing to write home about. Was his foot on the line? No. I'm finding it harder and harder each year to find out to tell whose foot is on the line and who's not. Maybe that's because I'm getting blind. I don't know. That's going in the compilation. But it's been a lot of threes this year where I'm like, that definitely was not a three. And then it turns out that I wasn't even close. The only one I kind of called correctly was the LeBron one, even though at first I wasn't quite sure. But, well, I still don't know if that was a three because his foot kind of moved after in the Timberwolves game. But I say all that to say, I did not mean to do that in the mic. Say all that to say that I'm getting a little worse in discerning what is and what isn't a three in certain situations. Let's see. Ooh, my arm is hurting. Man, this is not. as electric of a compilation as ooh, as soon as I say that, good pass. I can't tell what's all that has everything like this highlighted. Is that Rudy Gobert Jr.? Freaky man, Ime Udoka. They too busy showing the freaky man, they ain't even show the pass. That's unfortunate. Sure, it was a nice pass. Compilation. Very much compilation worthy. Same little split action, you know what I'm saying? Easy bucket. Oh, that boy flying off that screen, boy. Lakers don't use the baseline like this at all, man. It's upsetting. But, again, maybe they don't trust the personnel they have to either run that or make the pass, even though it's just a handoff. Another handoff. D'Lo, top 10 unfortunate players of all time. Yeah, man. He gets in situations. He's always he's the guy that improves the team in the interim, and then people think he's replaceable due to whatever factors you might want to consider. Initially, it doesn't really work out. Like, of course, like the Lakers won a title like 5 years after they traded him. The Warriors won one 2 or 3 years after, I can't remember, but like in the interim, like teams get a little worse and then they kind of figure out their whole vibe and then they get better. It remains to see what's going on with the Timberwolves. I have some questions about them, but he's always getting traded. This is the first time I think he's getting traded for something that is probably, well, not the first time, because the Timberwolves package was for lesser players as well. I don't care what you say, Mike Conley's not a better player than D'Angelo Russell. I'm sorry, but that was a trade that was out of him probably not re-signing with them. So like, I don't consider it that, but like he's been traded for the possibility of LeBron James. He got traded for Kevin Durant, and then the Warriors kind of traded him for the possibility of maybe having Giannis come. Like they were shedding salary in that way. They tried to convert it to Andrew Wiggins, and then the hope was like, oh yeah, if we could trade Wiggins to the Bucks if Giannis gets unhappy and all this other stuff. So he's been traded. He's been in situations where he's improved the culture, improved the overall outlook on the team, and then he gets moved for a piece that is supposedly supposed to take him over the hump. And it's just the way it goes sometimes. This most recent one is wild to me though. I don't necessarily think that they're getting the upgrade that they're looking for, and the talk around it is just extremely weird. But narratives have been set, so there's nothing you can really do about it. So all of this talk about his value around the league and all that stuff, that confuses me. Like, it's like, okay, you might hear something from somebody, but if you just watch the tape, like, I'm not understanding like what the trepidation would be otherwise, unless you just listen to other people tell you about him, as opposed to watching for yourself. Because if you telling me that a guy averages 17 and 6 on limited usage, with the shooting splits he has and his plus minus and his net rating and like the effect that he's having on the team overall, if that's a contract that nobody is really looking for, that's crazy to me. Because he's underpaid by the tune of $7 to $8 million easily. Like, I think you would be trying to get in on that steal action now. Whether or not he's going to opt out or whatever, that's another discussion for another day. But who knows? Some more guard to guard screening shenanigans. Easy bucket. Did I download that? Because it's going in the compilation. It's 7:59. Why does this keep saying 7:59? It's 8:27, and I think it's 8:27 right now. So I think I downloaded it. He was upset on Wednesday. They beat Houston. Mike Breen. Who gonna fill in for ashy voice Doc Rivers, baby? You know what I'm saying? If you hiring ESPN, you know what I'm saying? If you need somebody to talk about the nuances of the shooty hoops, you know what I'm saying? You know where to find me. That's not going in the compilation. That's just great shot making by Michael Porter Jr. Defense. Nurkic is one of the funniest players in the business right now. That brother, at the first sign of contact that he's not, he ain't gonna score, he just throwing that ball up and he falling, and it's hilarious every time it happens. Nice pass, going in a compilation. That's all this is, man. Just Jokic gets the ball, two wing players, two guards run towards each other. They ain't even setting the screen half the time. He didn't set the screen that time. It looked like he kind of fouled. Is that Grayson? Grayson's a known flopper, so let's see. Oh, yeah, he hit him in the face a little bit. Not enough to really, but just easy offense, man. The Lakers could not stop this to save their lives. Murray was zooming off these handoffs, getting all the space in the world. They tried to get some wing talent to kind of combat that, but they didn't. They didn't find the two-way version of it. So they in limbo right now. Let's see. Just a bunch of handoffs, bro. You know what I'm saying good reads aren't what makes the compilation a compilation. Ooh, I knew he was dumping that off. That's ooh. He tried to meet him up there. Boy, got hit with a semi-fadeaway dunk. Going in the compilation. Collarbone is itching, man. Nice pass. Simple, but it's a nice pass. Now the download button isn't working for some reason. There it is. Let's see. Let's watch this play again. Little screen. Oh, okay. Was that on purpose? Because it looked like he was setting up to get some hammer time action going right here, but he just kind of stopped and just settled in the spot. I don't know if this was on purpose or not, but if it was, I respected the craftsmanship. I don't think it was, though. I think it just worked out that way. That pass was not good. That pass was good. Do I want it in a compilation, though? Simple dive, overhand. Yeah, why not? Oh, I thought they caught him. The way he stopped moving for a second. What is this? This is a nasty flop, bro. What are you doing? This is disgusting, bro. I've never seen. This is Embiidian level of flopping. I don't understand what he was trying to accomplish here. He wasn't out of position. There's no reason to do this. Like, unless he thought that Jokic was going to take this screen, it was going to be one-on-one with KD, and he was going to back him into Bolivian. But, like, this is a nasty flop, bro. Like, that is disgusting. But I did say he falls down a lot hilariously. That's kind of what I was getting at, but he does that on offense a lot. Like, if he runs into a tag man and he thinks he got fouled, he'll either stumble and throw up the nastiest shot you ever seen, or he'll just, like, fall. See, I might have to loosen the standards on some of these passes because it's not gonna be enough in the assist compilation. That pass was kind of off target. It was on target enough, but nah, they don't need to go on a compilation. Nice pass. See, I can't tell if that was KCP or okay, it was him. Again, just get that man the ball. Two guards, get their screen shenanigans on. Easy bucket. I don't know what Kayvon was doing here. I rewound too far. I guess he was trying to stick with his man. I don't. Handoff. He put a little pizzazz on it. It was an obvious read, so it wasn't really like the greatest pass in the world. But seeing JaVale right there just made me remember that I saw a G League All Stars poster. I saw Skal Labissiere on that thing. Former Kings legend Skal Labissiere. I forgot he was even out here doing the shooty hoops. I don't remember which year he got drafted, but like, I couldn't believe when I saw that, man. I haven't thought about that brother pretty much since he's been drafted. Everybody pretty much thought that that pick was going to be what it was. That was under the old Kings regime, so maybe if he gets drafted in this economy, it might go a little different. I doubt it, but yeah, man, I just couldn't believe I saw that. If y'all even know who that is, some people might not even know who that is, even though he was a was he top 10, top 13? I can't remember when he got drafted. He might have been top 7. I don't remember. Nice pass. Let's go on in the compilation. But shout out to Skal Labissiere. You think the Cavs can do anything with a fully healthy squad? I'm not sure. I don't think I'm not a fella that trusts Donovan Mitchell in the playoffs. Even though he's had like tremendous scoring outputs and stuff like that, I think his size really hampers a lot of the things he tries to do. I don't know what his efficiency is. I know his efficiency was bad last year. Like I think he had like a 40-point output or something. But I think him and Garland kind of have similar problems due to their size, and they both. I don't think you can rely on both of them as your backcourt to advance. You know, we had the same problems in Utah for everything that people wanted to blame on Rudy. I think Donovan played a large part in that as well. I don't think he's necessarily a good enough playmaker to make up for, you know what I'm saying, the kind of work he has to do offensively. And I think that can wear on him as the series goes along, where he kind of has to create his offense in a certain way. He's a decent enough passer like in a regular season, but I think that his size becomes a problem where he's jumping the pass in the postseason and he's making like the skip pass is always a jump pass, and like, you know what I'm saying. I haven't seen him recently, but like this is my previous thoughts. And Garland hasn't had a good showing yet. Now I know as the D-Lo guy, I can't really hold that against anybody. Kyle Lowry was terrible in the playoffs. He was like the worst playoff performer in the history of the NBA for a long time until he got it together. Fred VanVleet had a miracle run after missing 8,000 shots. So I'm not saying it can't happen, but I think that Mobley's still a little limited offensively. And I think that their defense, while like it would be competent enough in the front court, they have kind of the same problem that the Lakers have, in like their wing guy is not a reliable. He's not reliable at one thing. So in Okora's case, or in Karas's case, Okora can't shoot that well, and Karas, he can't necessarily shoot that well either. And he kind of Karas at his most optimal would eat into some of the things that Garland and Mitchell would have to do, and he's also not the best shooter in certain situations. So like I think they have certain holes that are going to prevent them from doing anything of like significance outside of the first round of the playoffs, depending on where they're slotted and who they play regardless. That was a long way to say that I'm not necessarily buying anything that they're selling as currently constructed. I think they would be best served to probably look to get off Mitchell at some point soon, because he's probably going to leave anyway. And I'm a Cavs respecter, but you know, I don't see it for him in the playoffs this year, at least, particularly with the injuries they've had and stuff like that. I think it takes time to build continuity to be a contending team, and I think that their parts have been kind of jumbled throughout the season. I don't think they're going to be able to gel appropriately in time to overcome some of the things that I just talked about. Did I download this pass? It's going to the compilation, but I can't remember if I downloaded it or not. Of course, I could check by just opening something, but I won't. I'm gonna I'm gonna check this.
That's the midway point of the fourth quarter.
This looks like the same play. It is the same play. Let's see. Draft Express had Scal at number one. That must have been before Schmitz got there, and I'm playing. Uh, I'm I trust Schmidt's evaluations because it seems like he puts in the requisite amount of work and he kind of understands the the whole like how important passing is and stuff like that. I don't know if he was a part of that, but I haven't seen, was it Gavoni? I'm a little less high on his rankings and stuff. I think he's been a little more hit or miss over the years that I've seen him. Like I haven't been totally tapped into Draft Express recently since they moved to ESPN for sure. But I don't know if he's still with that outfit, but I don't know what they were thinking with that. That's some Kevin O'Connor having what's his face, Killian Hayes at number one. That's the same kind of energy I'm getting from that. But I never really saw it for Scal just because he didn't play with, not even that he wasn't physical as a big man. He just didn't play with like I'm a movement guy. Like I talked about like being like a guy who values passing and stuff, but I've noticed that I'm more of a guy who notices like movement patterns and things like that. And he just never struck me as a guy who was going to be able to get to spots effectively and like be able to hold his own on the defensive end as well. Just not, I can't even remember like exactly what bothered me about the way he moved on the court, but like it was just like I don't think this guy's kind of floaty out here, and that's not like a bad thing now. Particularly like his prototype in 2024 is like it's not going to be too much of an issue, but like it was just something that I couldn't put my finger on about the way he moved on the court, and I was just like I don't think this fella has it at the level that he's getting drafted anyway, but you know. He's still in the G League grinding. Maybe if I watch some footage, maybe I'll see something different. But usually when I notice that in guys, it doesn't really change per se. That's not going in. Let's see. Then they dropped him to late first. Wow. So they must have just been going off of word of mouth or something. Like they was like, oh, this new what is he, French? I can't remember where he's from. Like this new Frenchman, he's he's tearing the what's that one team, the Mega Licks. He's on Mega Licks. I don't remember. Like I just remember him when he got to Kentucky. I don't remember anything before that. Well, I wasn't locked in like that before that. But the stuff I saw was like, but it's possible that he was just out hiding every. That's the thing you have to worry about with prospects is just them being bigger than everybody at a certain point, and then when they get to a certain level of basketball, it's like, oh, this is not working. Like the Thon Maker conundrum, we call it. No. But yeah, I don't know. Also, Trevion Graham was on that poster, and the person who shared it was like, I think it's something going on here because he's only averaging 2 points a game. But yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, money. Okay, I didn't know if payola was a thing. You know what I'm saying? I could see a world where payola is a thing. I'm sure it absolutely is. I don't know if that was a plot line in the hit Netflix movie Hustle. I don't think it was. I saw it so long ago. I watched Hustle when I watched Hustle as I was doing my continuing education for my law license. So I was paying attention. It was just anything because like it was like a 12-hour seminar. I'm like, I'm not about to pay attention to this, so I had it on one screen. Ooh, I might be incriminating myself, but but I was yeah. Let's stop talking about this. Yikes. Anyway, I saw Hustle. You know what I'm saying, and it was a decent movie, but I didn't know that payola was a thing. Is it Gavoni taking the payola? I don't know if Schmitz would do that. Would my dog Schmitz do that? I don't know. He was one of the first people like, yeah, LaMelo Ball's going to be the guy. Ooh. Nah. Please shoot it immediately. That's going in the compilation for sure. For sure. Let's see how many people in here. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody in here keep a secret. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I didn't see what happened here. Oh, just another handoff. Let's see, Schmitz is in the league because he hasn't taken. Yeah, I know he went to the league, but I can't. Like sometimes, like I know a couple people that got hired off Twitter, pretty much, and then like a couple years later they'll come back. I can't remember. He went to the Blazers, right? I think he did. I'm not sure, but I do remember him getting hired. So you know what I'm saying. He's not like the Chad Fords of the world. You know what I'm saying. Redoing their draft boards after the fact. You know what I'm saying. He seemed like he'd be standing on business a little bit with the predictions. I'm throwing that in the compilation. That was more of a like he gave him a little ball fakery. He said, I'm going over here. I'm going to the lob. They said, are you? And then he, you know what I'm saying, he shoot. I said he shoot. He showed, and then he threw it off to the corner for cash money time. Respectful buckets right there. I think this thing doesn't upload. I mean, this doesn't update fast enough for me. So it shows me what the last thing I downloaded was. Okay, it's in the compilation. All right, cool. Okay, yeah, he's with the Blazers. I wonder if he had something to do with the Scoot Henderson pick. It's looking a little rocky for our goggled man. I didn't realize that Scoot was the size he was, because I saw that picture of him like looking like Embiid, like it was like a picture of him like at the free throw line or something. He had the tank top on. I'm like, this dude looks huge. Then he got on the court. I actually started watching it again. I'm like, this dude might be 6'2". It changed my whole outlook on like, oh, he's this surefire like guy. I haven't watched him as closely as I would like to. He hasn't really been playing super well so far. But I gotta see a little bit more of that footage before I make any prognostications about what he's gonna be as a basketball player. But people are trying to say that the Ignite is a scam program. They're like, man, Jalen Green's stinking it up. Scoot Henderson's not looking that great. I'm like, we gotta give it a couple years, man, before we start making any of these proclamations about what the G League Ignite has going on. We got Leonard Miller might be the one to save us all. See, he went to Portland and tried to get all of the wings. Not a bad strategy for starting the roster over here. He just got to make sure you're not on the too many wings postulate that I have coined myself. You know what I'm saying? There is a such thing as too many wings. When you're sorry, it's not a such thing as too many wings, because you got to find out which ones is doing what. But you know what I'm saying? If you got 3 wings, once you get to that 4th one, it's like, the only people that's really doing the 2-wing postulate, I mean, not the 2-wing, the too many wings postulate right now is the Clippers. And that's just because it's really working, because they got 2 of the best to ever do it. And then they got James Harden right there with them. But like, wings going to cost some money. And if you got a whole bunch of them, a couple of them probably ain't as good as you think they are. So you gotta plan accordingly. You need 3 wings and a possible. You need 2 for show. Then the other 2, you gotta live with some of them deficiencies. Otherwise, your team building gonna look a little suspect. In my opinion, you're gonna end up like the Brooklyn Nets. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's nothing. Ooh, my shoulder is hurting. Nice pass. Going in the compilation. Did he shoulder that, man? Speak of the Brooklyn Nets. Oh, I thought I'm seeing him complaining. I thought he was the one that got fouled, but it was. Oh, that's Watford, a former Blazer. Was it Watford? I can't remember how you say that brother's name. All I know is he was getting a little too much burn last year. But they were sorry, so you know what I'm saying? That's the way you want to find out what's really going on. Okay, that's not worthy of any further look-sees. Corner? Nope. And this is why he is who he is, because everybody The obvious, he saw that man slide over. He said, I'm throwing it here, brother. And for that reason, compilation. Okay, then. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We're not even putting that in for the pass. You know what I'm saying? That's going in the compilation regardless, but we're not putting it in for the pass. We putting it in for this little. What, he looked at the ref? What was this? Did he carry? It looked like he might have carried. He definitely carried. You know what I'm saying? That's not a carry in 2024, but like, you know what I'm saying? If I was guarding him at the local YMCA, I'd be calling that all day. As Stu likes to call it, a discontinued dribble. It's like, yeah, he kind of got his hand on the side of the ball, but that little wrist, like that right there, not this little right there. Come on, dog. It's technically on the side of the ball, but I like the way he kind of looked like he was talking to the ref, then went. It didn't really work too well, but I just respect the fact that he tried to do it. A little deception. Of course, that's going in the compilation. That's what makes the game beautiful right here. No. Look at that. They just play off each other extremely well. One pass begets another good pass. Even though like this wasn't really like a pass to write home about, but like he just whatever action him and MPJ had going or was about to have going, he was like, we're gonna get that to the middle and we're gonna I'm trying to figure out what Cam was really doing here. He kind of fell asleep a little bit. He kind of rested. Once he saw that ball, he like, oh, I'm good. You see his hands went down a little bit and Murray was gone. Ooh. Compilation. He put a little violence on that man though before the could he have gotten called for a foul here? Cause it looked like he two-hand shoved that man. Oh nah, he broke off himself. I saw his hands go up at the same time. He did that. He just broke off. Was he trying to switch? Oh, he called for it. Is that Dayron? Probably shouldn't have. I don't. Probably should have stayed where he was. Help when Jokic got a little bit closer, perhaps, because he was still at the free throw line basically. What is this defense they playing? Is this a zone? he is extremely concerned with the goings on of Jokic. Wait, hold on. I didn't even look at the pass. I was looking at the defense. Nah, that doesn't need to go on the compilation. Shoot it. Nice pass. Yeah, not really much he had to do here. It kind of materialized. All eyes was on him because he's Jokic. But nice pass. A little over the shoulder type action. Or over the defender's shoulder, not over his shoulder. He didn't do that. Was Shea scared that he was gonna get that thrown off the glass? That's some NBA All-Star starter Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. The better of the Alexander cousins in the league by a large margin. No. Let's see. Nothing. Is he going to get it back? Wait, what? Hold on. That's not even in this. How's this? Aaron Gordon makes a cutting layup assisted by Nikola Jokic. So this is a mislogged play. Because none of that was... None of that description happened. Nope. Oh yeah, I could have just scrolled down. This description is on the bottom too. Jamal Murray. This would probably make it go faster if I actually just kept this on the screen, but I need the full screen. That's going in the compilation. A lot of this is just questionable transition and paint defense, but you know, gotta respect a real dimer when we see one anyway. Give a little more credit than no credit at all, just in case. We are back in the handoffs portion of the video. Ooh, that jumper take a little take a little revving up. I see why you weren't shooting that. What is that? What is that little? What is that? That little top hand thing he does. What is that? He like the ball. It's like, what is that? Hand, like his hand is like on the ball, like resting, like not on his fingertips. That looks strange. He got some Anthony Edwards business going on, but the jumper doesn't look like that though. So maybe that was just a mishandle. I don't know. Ooh, left hand at the apex. Now this is just singular athleticism as well, but like, good pass. That's the Villanova fundamental jump shooting. Josh Hart got some palmy business going on with his hands too. Gotta see what it really looks like. I gotta see what DiVincenzo looking like. Brunson, maybe Brunson has a little bit of that. I think Brunson's jumper looks a little weird too. I gotta look at it again. But yeah, I'm saying I ain't trying to be like what's his face? What is old boy's name? B-ball breakdowns in his have you seen his Dame release theory where it's like he's mostly a palm shooter and he like it's like his palm turns a certain way and he like it comes off like he shoots more with this part of his hand than his fingertips is like the gist of it. And he was just he saw somebody else shoot like that the other day and he was real excited about it. He's like, I thought Dame would be the only person I would see that would shoot like this. So yeah, he's still searching for his he was searching for that defense. He's like, I've built the perfect defense to stop, what was it, James Harden or something? And then he had our dog Keep It Real or Else on there when he had the hair theory. Was like, people can't shoot as good these days because their hair is too high and all this other stuff. So he been searching. I wonder where Keep It Real or Else is. Hope he's doing well. He was getting a little exhausted with Twitter and the way the world was going. He was getting a little weary. I hope he's all right. The quick release shot. Yeah, dude has hate high-fiving defenders on the release. You talking about what's his face? Coach Nick? Is that who you talking about? Or are you just talking about the Villanova? Who you talking about? Hey, who hates that? Let me know. Ooh. Has MPJ always had this tattoo? I don't think he did. It looks weird. But he seems like a guy that would have a weird tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's a manifestation of all the times he caught that germ. No? It's like, we gotta get it's mutating into your body. We gotta dig it out of there. And he had some scarring from all the knife marks, and it was like, we covered up with a tattoo, bro. We had to manually remove all this COVID from your bicep. Let me see. That's going in the compilation. Because he kind of had a little bit of an element. Not so much traffic as I thought it was. But still, look at that velocity. Look at that placement. And a nice finish by KCP. We can't have that go to waste. All NBA players hate to high five. They don't want to adjust their forms around the contest or have the release come off. of different fingertips. Oh yeah. I see what you're saying. I wonder how. I wonder if Kobe's shot like fundamentally changed after he like taped his fingers. Like even when his fingers were no longer taped, because like after you start doing something for a while, I wonder if like maybe he wasn't a maybe was he like a index finger shooter? I don't know, but like I'm sure that changed some of the mechanics. Um, but that I think that is a good way. I don't know if Ant is necessarily a fingertip shooter either. Like he's a palm pusher, and then he like comes over the top of the ball, and his jumper looks extremely weird to me now. Like it looked weird before, but like it's like had further refinement, but it's like refined more into the weirdness. Like it used to be more like still like towards the shoulder a little bit, but now it's like way in front of his face, and he kind of just like I don't know. I haven't seen his numbers this year, but the palm shooters fascinate me because I don't understand. Well, was I might have been a palm shooter with my left hand now that I think about it, because my form was not the same with my right hand. But nah, I might not have been. But I don't know. That's not going in the compilation though. But when I was doing my Keldon Johnson video, that was another problem he had. His release is slow as molasses sometimes, and like he was getting a lot of high fives on the ooh, yes sir. He was getting a lot of high fives on the footage, and I notated that in the video where it was like a lot of his mid range attempts would be result in high fives, and I did a freeze frame on the video and stuff like that, where that was kind of the thing he struggled with off the dribble. He wouldn't get enough separation, and then like the speed in which he released the ball was kind of problematic for him. After he taped his finger, he went to middle ring finger sometimes, and he'd still get makes. I was more of an index finger shooter when I was shooting initially, because like I said, I shot with my left hand for a while, and then when I started shooting my right hand again, I was an index finger shooter. And then at some point it kind of switched to middle. I don't remember exactly why, but it felt a little better. This was like after I stopped playing like actual basketball. Like this is like after I had stopped shooting for a while, and I stopped playing basketball for a while because of my eye. I had to get eye surgery, so they advised me to like not play basketball for a while. So when I came back from that, I was more of a middle finger guy. Like I was trying to figure out the rhythm, and it just felt a little better. Like I can't explain exactly why, but it worked out for me for a while. I haven't shot a basketball going on like I haven't shot a basketball in like 4 or 5 years at this point, because I've been cooked the entirety of COVID, and I probably wouldn't go play basketball anyway because I'm still masked up out here. But I didn't really find too much of a difference, so I like him switching probably isn't that far fetched to me. I just was wondering whether or not that was something that happened. Kobe just like me, no. I did it first. Matter of fact, this was like when I switched that up. That was like 2000. Nah, it wasn't first because that happened to him in 2010. I'm tripping. I would say I was like 2012. It happened to me. Going into compilation. It's just such more relying on the speed of the flick. So you getting into the minutia I ain't really got into like in my own brain. Like I still don't know if I can't tell you the difference of like strength and pace in my middle finger shooting anyway. You know, I do kind of see how that would be, you know, because like the way it comes off is a little, I can't really explain it because my finger doesn't even naturally like so I felt the difference. Like every time I would shoot off the middle, like the ball would make like a noise. Like, so it was still kind of interfering with the process a little bit, but I haven't really noticed like how much I had to compensate for doing one or the other. It just sounded different to me. And then I'm still not sure if I was a ring finger not a ring finger. I'm not sure if I was a thumb flicker or not. I wish I would have like had some footage of my jumper so I could see all these things. Like I wonder if I was a thumb flicker when I shot the ball. It's like I have one video of me shooting on here. It's on this channel somewhere. I might go back and look at that, see what's going on with my hands in that video. That was in like 2017 ish. So wow, 7 years ago. It was when I made that video where I had that wig on and I was rapping about basement bloggers. It's around that time. That's not going in the compilation. It's 9 o'clock. The game starts at 10:30. See how many more. We almost at the end of this anyway. I'm going to try to stop like an hour before the game because I need to ice my back and all that good stuff, so I can be good for the stretch run and be able to make it through the entire game without laying down in my bed watching the game. As you can see, I'm standing. I stand when I watch the games too. I do all that. I did watch the what was that? Who did the Lakers play recently? When D'Lo put the 34 up when everybody thought he was sad. Was that who did they play? I can't remember who they played. But the Lakers' last home game, I whatchamacallit, I was laying down for a portion of that because I was cooked, so I was watching it on like Stream East and stuff like that. So maybe I should actually go back and lay in the bed and watch the game that way. Maybe it'll do something for our fortunes on the court. You never know. We always in the business of finding something that works. When the Lakers did had their comeback in the first title run against Portland, I went upstairs and went to the bathroom, and like I had the TV up real loud so I could hear it upstairs, and then the Lakers started coming back while I was upstairs in the bathroom. So I stayed upstairs in the bathroom until they got the lead down to like 5, and then I went back downstairs. If they would have lost, I would have been upset forever. But so superstitions, in-game superstitions, they don't last very long. Like I don't have any superstitions where I wear a jersey or anything like that. But we might go back to the well. Gonna start watching release points if you start doing draft scouting this offseason. Maybe we can watch some stuff on here, but my only thing is like I don't be knowing where to find the footage. I'm trying to get Zach to give me the ins and outs of like where to find the footage and stuff. I asked him about Cody Williams like a month ago. He was like, but I think Cody was hurt at the time, so he was like, I haven't really seen enough yet. He was like, some people got him going real high. I'm like, what you trying to say? Cody ain't no hooper, bro? I don't know what his exact opinions are, but he was like, but I just seen Cody hooping a little bit, so you know what I'm saying. If Jalen Williams is who he is, I'm riding with him for the next 10 years just off the strength of his brother being a hooper. Do you think the G League is a viable route as going to the college route for younger players? I think so. Just because of the level of competition you're playing and stuff like that. Now, whether or not you're able to like experience what you would in the same like setting as far as confidence wise might be something that could be of consideration. I don't think the actual basketball is a problem, but like if you're on a team and you're not the guy and you're playing against older guys and stuff like that, I could see a way in which like you getting exposed to that competition a little bit earlier could kind of affect like maybe your confidence or the way about you go about playing on the court. Especially if you're not able to get your stuff off in the same way. It might just weed out people who aren't as good as we think they are initially. But I don't think it's going to be too much different. I think it could be more beneficial to turn actual high profile guys into actual NBA players that are reliable. But it could also like affect some of the star making you see, not only from like a marketing perspective, but I think that it could be humbling in some ways when they're playing against grown men who actually know how to play the game of basketball. I don't know who. I think I'm Michael Jordan. But I think that I think the Ignite, I think they have generated like some good basketball from the guys that actually went there so far. Now, the two poster children for their program haven't been like the best so far, but like who's to say in the coming years that won't change? And if they get more outfits down there to do the same thing, maybe, you know what I'm saying, it kind of evens itself out over time. Like, so as of now, people are trying to say it's not a success, but I don't think it's going to be too much different because I don't think the college product is that great anyway to begin with. So I think you can argue in the same way that the G League might potentially strip some confidence in some manners of play. When people find out that certain things don't work, they might stop going to certain wells and certain moves. You know what I'm saying? But I think college could be the other way, where the style of play down there isn't conducive to league play either. So I think there's a balancing act for both of them. I think they both have their merits. Now, if you like a Moutier type of guy, and you go into like the CBA, like the Chinese Basketball Association, then yeah, that might be a little harmful to your development, because you're like going to be bigger and faster than everybody. But I think in this case, I don't think it's necessarily harmful, but I do think it will serve to weed out the ones who aren't really like that and make the other ones a little bit stronger. Yeah, I'm a Cody optimist. Just the top of the draft isn't clear. I'm not too locked in on anybody. He's the only person I'm really paying attention to, and I ain't even been paying attention to him. But it's not the time for me to really pay attention to college anyway. I wish that it was a better product so I could enjoy it more. I haven't enjoyed college basketball really since like 2015-ish. Like, that was the last time I really paid attention. I was a North Carolina fan, and I haven't really paid attention to anything they've done in the past. You know, besides the title run, I haven't really paid attention to them in many years. You know what I'm saying? I'm aware of the Leaky Blacks and all. You know what I'm saying? I've been tangentially aware of the players and what they're doing, but like, I'm not invested in what's going on anymore, because I just don't like the basketball that I see when I watch it. I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, but yeah, I'm going to lock into Cody Williams for sure, if nobody else, you know what I'm saying, just off the strength of his brother. And then I got to figure out how to either get this footage, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because just watching YouTube clips, and you got the guys making highlights, and it's like they don't put any passes in there. It's like, are there no passes in here because this person can't pass? Like, what's going on? Like, who was you showed me a shooter, the guy that was shooting that thing, and I'm like, dude, he pass the ball? Do he do anything? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what's really keeping me from it, is just the availability of footage and stuff. Leaky Black, baby, he put the wolves in the blender. He definitely fouled Cat. We not gonna say nothing though. As a North Carolina fan, I can't really snitch on my dog Leaky Black, but he fouled Cat. But then he got the ball, and then he got fouled, and it was like, oh, he's 0 for 3, and I thought they meant he was 0 for 3 on the game. It was like, he's 0 for 3 on the season. I said, wait a minute. He not shooting. He hasn't shot a free throw all season. And he's shooting the two most important free throws that he's probably shot this season and maybe in his life. And you know what I'm saying? He cashed both of them like he been there before. Like, he just walked up to that thing. He just put them in there. I couldn't believe the poise with which he did that. But let's get back to these passes, because I had that stop for way too long. Particularly if I want to go. He got a YouTube? Cash Shiggy? What? What that mean? I'm typing that into Google until you clarify what that means. YouTube Cash. Oh, that's probably where you can find some highlights, is what you're saying, probably, right? I would think that's what you were saying. Yep, I see what you're getting at. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm gonna put that in the likes real quick. Cash Shiggy. I had it was a guy on here. I don't know if he uploads anymore. To Jane Salon, Stephen Castle. Yeah, this is a resource. But there was a guy that used to post like just clips of games. Like, he would post like an individual play from like a college game. He did it. I think the reason I stopped paying attention to him, because he would flood the inbox at like 10, like not like 10, like 4 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yeah, pick and roll, Spain pick and roll, first quarter of Ole Miss versus Auburn. I'm like, bro, this is, and then he'd just be like 17 straight plays. So Zachary Reicher. I know this name. Why did this name seem not familiar to me? I've definitely seen this name. I don't know if you recommended this person to me, but I've definitely seen what's going on with this brother. Let's see what's going on. Nice block. My arm is burning. My arm is burning a little bit. I'm probably gonna be in hell tomorrow, but you know what I'm saying? We do it for the love of the game. But we back on the assists. I wish I could remember that channel's name. I want to see if he's still up. Because he was flooding the inbox, but he was doing some good work with the the stuff he was pointing out and the stuff he was not pointing out, but the plays he chose to highlight. It was like, oh, this person can do this and can't do this. Bucket. I think the only place that you can really watch a lot of clips is like the boxing one. They got the what is it? Is it the boxing one? I can't remember. I don't even know if they still do the YouTubes. They might have got hired by somebody too. I think I remember reading a press release about them doing something. I don't remember what it was though. Going into the all right, just making sure I didn't skip a play. Absolutely not going in the compilation. Not going in the compilation. Nah. Even though I like the way that I like the spin in the rate of which it got there, I'm not putting that in the compilation. I considered it though, just for the aesthetics alone. That was a nice flight pattern that ball. This boy is crazy. I didn't. That's a Derek Fisher shot arc right there. Let's see how high that got. It almost left the screen. That's crazy. Just the flight patterns his balls takes in the arm angles he uses, like, come on, dog. This is wild business right here. Fantastic pass. Did I download it? I did. All right. Half of Denver's offense is just wing split cuts and guards don't know. Yeah, like this is all. That's the only thing I'm seeing on this footage. Pretty much, it's just like he get that ball either at the free throw line extended or at the top of the key, and he just look at his guards and they like, all right, bro, it's time to start moving. That was why the Lakers were getting killed. It's like, even if they could defend it, like they didn't have the requisite foot speed. Murray was getting so much space off of just regular like handoffs, even before the split cuts was happening. Like, so they were just having a lot of issues, bro. And then stuff like this. This man is it's a 5-1 pick and roll right here. This is insanity, bro. In the compilation. I still can't believe we had Rui trying to chase Jamal Murray around in the Western Conference Finals, bro. It was dark times out there. Huh? Should I? Yeah, we'll put it in the compilation just because Murray worked hard for that bucket. Why not? And you don't see a center throwing a post entry to a guard rarely ever. So you know what I'm saying? Just for the novelty. Why does it look like he just double dribbled? Okay. The ball bounced. I saw the bounce, but I thought he dribbled. I was looking out the corner of my eye, but that was a bounce pass to him. Moving screen, ref. He didn't really make contact, though, so we can't say nothing. Made him at the rim. Is that Jackson Davis? What's his face son? That I always forget that's his son. Probably because he has two last names. Okay, nothing really there to write home about. Of course. When it's a chance to dive, we dive because he's going to give you the ball. And it's much preferred to shooting a three. I keep forgetting that they have Sarge on their team. I think we played them on Saturday. I forgot what day it was today, and I was looking at the schedule. I'm like, yeah, we played the Bulls on Friday, and then we played. I see why LeBron took a day off because we got a back-to-back Friday and Saturday. We played the Bulls and the Warriors, and I'm like, that's Thursday, bro. What are you talking about? Dale Davis son. I couldn't remember if it was Antonio Davis or Dale Davis because he light skinned like Antonio Davis, but he's Dale Davis' son. Well, was Antonio? He might not have been light skinned. He might have been my color. I'm not really light skinned, but that's another discussion for another day of the diaspora. Nice pass though. It's going in the compilation. I just hope it's some passes I didn't like accidentally not download because I'm talking at the same time. That is a crazy pass because it was not really there at all. He just committed. Look, is that Claybert? Shout out to Claybert. People think he gonna come to the Lakers at some point. I don't see it happening, but maybe it will. I don't know. His dad's birthday was the day that he posted a cake that sounded like the worst combination of flavors I ever heard. He was like, "Yeah, I got my they got me a what was it, a coconut rum?" I'm like, I don't like coconut flavored business. Not necessarily that I don't like coconut flavor, because that's not true. I'm a coconut water drinker and stuff like that. But like, I just don't like the coconut shavings. I don't like that on my foods. So, you know what I'm saying? Those coconut donuts and stuff like that, I used to not like those as a kid. Is that what German chocolate? It's something like that on German chocolate cake, but I don't know because I've never eaten it because it looks like all the coconut stuff I used to have. I'm like, that stuff looks, it's a texture thing, and it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's not worth the way it looks and feels in your mouth. The flavor is another thing entirely. Like, I don't think I have a problem with the flavor by itself, but that mouthfeel is crazy. I can't get over it. Hand off. Nice little lefty layup. That was all Jamal Murray right there. Jamal Murray. Another handoff. We gotta take his assists, some of his assists away. This is fraudulent activities. This is stat padding right here. He's not doing anything on these plays. Well, unless he gets it back and does something. Nope. I thought we was just gonna get a nice little dump off. It was gonna be a nice little step through layup, but he dropped that thing and went on an adventure after that. Outlet it. Not a good outlet. Not a bad one, but definitely not compilation worthy. Oh, I thought he was going to take this. Can this brother not shoot? I thought for certain he was going to take that. I'm glad he didn't, though, because now it's going into compilation. But I definitely thought that this ball was going to go over there. He backed out. He was wide open, but he had already had his mind, man. He said, we going for some of this second. KCP, like, bro, he over there, he wide open, give him the ball. But he had other plans in mind. Him and Murray had that ESP going on. I see why he ain't passing the ball. He was nervous. That boy ain't ready to let it fire. Bounce. Yes, sir. You about to dunk on that man? What was that? Is that the mechanic? Was that Tillman? That looks like Tillman. That's definitely Tillman. I didn't know that they got rid of young Lofton, man. I thought he was gonna come in and get his Marc Gasol Jr. on big body these boys, Zach Randolph type time. You know what I'm saying? He had to continue the big body legacy, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. Let's see what else we got. Nice. I wonder if they just work on this specific type of stuff in practice, because he has a lot of smart movement going on around him. It's like reading zone coverage on as a receiver. Like, he thought he was clearing out, and he said, "Hey, this the man who should not be named is not really paying attention. As I clear through here, I'ma just stop in the dunker spot. Ball right there, and one." They didn't call a foul on that? I guess not. Nothing to write home about. Of course, simple basketball, but it's going into compilation. You know what I'm saying? That's the aesthetic. That's the pass that somebody would notice. Like, wow, amazing pass. It's like, yeah, this is what real basketball is about. It's how John Wooden drew it up now. You know, because back when I used to watch them John Wooden games, you know what I'm saying? Nah. See what we got over here on the left side. More shenanigans, but simple handoff. How many dribbles did that brother just take? 1, 2. KCP, man. Let me find out KCP having a 50, 90 season the way he's shooting in these highlights. You know what? He took 17 dribbles, but I really like that angle he took, and I like the way he bounced that in there. Let me see. Nah. I thought he was a little further out when he threw it. Oh yeah, brother. That's what we came here for right here. Just elite activities right here. I don't even understand how he directed that pass like that with presumably just the tips of his fingers. I don't know if he hit it that way or if he. I don't know what he did. I can't see. This computer's not clear enough. It looks like he did that. Right on. It was a little. It wasn't all the way on target, but you know what I'm saying. Just elite stuff. That's also going in the compilation. This play didn't develop enough to really see what happened, so that's not going in the compilation. What else we got? Handoff. Aaron Gordon with the silly jumper. That's going in the compilation. I don't care. He did a jump pass entry from half court. Why not? Just because he was getting a little silly, so we'll put it in there. Nice pass, Steph. This is obviously a play that was logged incorrectly, though. Let's see what they called it. Unless it's about to be an outlet. I guess so. Wait, nah, there's no way. Yeah, okay. Probably a nice pass that was mislogged that we didn't get to see. Nice pass, bro. Kuminga, the overrated flavor of the last 2 years at this point. People's claiming that he's getting better at basketball. Every time I see him, he's looking like the same guy to me. People were trying to put him in the Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham tier. I said this is egregious. This is egregious suggestions, brother. I just don't see it for that man as currently constructed. He's wildly athletic, but he plays basketball very strangely. But great pass. Let's see, is he going? Ooh, nice entry pass. Going in the compilation. Poor Andrew Wiggins, man. I wonder what's going on with him. His advanced metrics look terrible. In every sense of the word. Every one you want to find, he looks god awful on him. I wonder what's going on. Is he doesn't look like he's lost any athleticism or anything like that. People have always had questions about his motor and stuff like that. But even with all that said, like, I need to find out why the numbers and such look so bad, because they shouldn't look that bad. Okay, this screen didn't pop up. I definitely hit the download button. What's going on? There it is. In the compilation. It's January 4th. We are almost at the end. I'm going to probably put this one up pretty soon, just so I can have something to grease the wheels of the algorithm, because as you can see, we ain't getting a lot of traffic in here, and that's because I haven't been on here in a long time. Let's see what we got here. Nope. Basic dime activities. Did that man get hit in the face? I can't tell. Pajemski, Mike's guy, also my guy. Let's see. Simple. Not simple, but we know what was coming. Didn't they win this game? This is the game where you hit that that wild shot at the end. Oh, getting tired before the game. Oh no. Might be in trouble. I just realized that yeah, that didn't show. Might not tweet. My arm's gonna be cooked. I don't know if I got enough bandwidth to tweet the game. So, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody is absolutely cooking, I'm probably taking a night off of NBA Twitter with the tweets. Nothing. Oh yeah, they're gonna have playing game, not playing. Yeah, play in season tournament games. Yes, sir. Bounce right to that man. That's going in the compilation. Great outlet. Back cut. Easy money. I forgot Cole Anthony cut his hair. I totally forgot that happened. I'm glad he did though. He was another almost time to come home candidate, but not he wasn't like going bald necessarily, but it's like them follicles ain't built for the stretching that you're doing to them. So I'm glad that we had some self awareness going on. Thought he was gonna throw a lob. I knew it was going to Gordon, but I didn't know exactly how it was going to Gordon. Look at Banchero up there though. Like to contest, just Gordon been doing it for a long time. He got a revenge dunk on him. He had a little extra juice for the Magic. I like that footwork right there. Nice play. Not going in the compilation though. Was he about to pass that at first? Oh nah, he just kind of lost it when he was gathering. Screen, nope. Ah man, I thought he was getting that thing back. See, I thought this was gonna happen on the last one. What? Hold on, bro. It's not a great pass, but and he didn't really create an advantage going towards the rim, but we throwing it in there anyway because that was just some goofy footed action going on right there. Little quirky diamond ship right there. Because he passed him into somewhat of an advantage, but that's more Thompson not really paying attention in the manner that he should have. Isaiah Livers getting DMPs. He was getting way too many minutes over Ivy. It was the weirdest thing ever. Okay, nah, that's not worthy of anything. Let me switch hands. Let me switch the hand the mic is in. Might be a little more wayward with. Ooh. Yes, sir. Let's look at that one more time. Like, I don't know if this was intentional. Maybe KCP. Oh no, that ain't even who I thought that was KCP. That was like, was this supposed to be a screen, or did he just kind of run into that general area and then like he was about to set up a screen, but the pass got there before it was really time. I like the way KCP ducked out the way. Good basketball. Good basketball. Michael Porter Jr. looked like somebody. I can't really figure out who right now, though. Is it Drake, perhaps? I like that pass. But it didn't lead to the layup that I thought it was going to lead to. But I'll throw it in the compilation. Just because I like to read. If you, thank you. Thank you. It was acting like it didn't want to download. Handoff. Wait, let me make sure. All right, cool. Outlet. Is that Killian? Poor Killian. Even the innocuous plays look a little goofy. Let's see. See what he was trying to do here. At least he kind of got back. Yeah, so I can't be too mad at that. That jump attempt was very futile, though. But he put way too much air into that, so I understand why he didn't even try it. He was better off landing quickly and trying to get back into the play. So I respect it. Ooh, and one. Simple dive and pass over the top, but it's an oldie, but it's a goodie, man. In the compilation. Nope. Well, not really. Anybody could do that. Oh man, I need to stop yawning. Go get that ice ready for my back. But compilation worthy anyway. Definitely not. Nice bucket though. Nice pass. Let's see what happened on the perimeter there that allowed that cut to get through so easily. If this would actually let me download it. Thank you. What happened here? Oh, maybe this why Monty was doing that. What's going on with this, brother? I'm trying to figure out exactly what was going on here. He obviously didn't see the pass at all, but what was he turning around just because he was kind of discussing that he got beat? Like, I'm not understanding what the that was just wild defense right there. Oh, nice pass. It's a way to that was a way to travel without traveling. I think he did that on purpose. I think he lost the ball on purpose because he kind of weird footed it when he caught it. Let me see. Jeez. Yeah, I think he bobbled that on purpose. Let's see it one more time. Maybe not. He was kind of looking up at the rim. I think he was going to give him a pump fake to kind of clear him out, and he kind of got a little too excited and lost the ball. But either way, it led to a bucket. Of course, going in the compilation. Short roll lobbery. Jazz might need to go back to this color scheme just to, ooh, going in the compilation. Real QB1 hours out here. But I'm rocking with that purple that the Jazz is rocking. But you know what I'm saying? We can't have too many purple and gold situations going on. So I understand why they don't go back to it. But, you know, wouldn't be mad if they did. Let's see what we got. Little horn situation. Both fellers decided to go with Aaron Gordon. Mr. Christopher Dunn was hoping for some switchtivities, or perhaps Collins to take. I don't know exactly what they thought was going on, but you know, still got the back cut. He was trying to deny it, and it was inevitable. It was inevitable. Just a way to using a player's body as a slingshot. Basically, he took that arm, used his arm as momentum, grabbed it. I don't understand why that's not a foul, but you know, because that looked like a pretty decent yank on the arm there. But you know, it is what it is. KCP is a champion. He gets the respect a champion deserves. A two-time champion, matter of fact. So we'll give him. Wait, did I download that? My memory is not as good as it used to be, man. I think I did. But we always have to double check because I don't want to have to go looking for this pass later when it's not in the compilation. 9:36. As soon as I see somebody's arm getting yanked on. Yep, he yanked on his arm. All right, cool. Nice pass. I thought he was taking that to the rim. I'm not about to put that in the compilation, but I thought he was going to step through, and I saw KCP trail. I thought he might have stepped through and dropped it off to him in front of the rim, but that's not what happened. Nothing. Nice pass. Compilation. Compilation me, please. A lot of these are starting kind of late. I don't know if that's a broadcast thing or if it's just the way they cut it on NBA.com. I don't know. Nice pass. Zion should have his hands up here. Zion Williamson, what are you doing? You have to see man and ball. Let me see this pass again. Oh, nah, it's not even close to being anything worth. He tried to do a little. He tried to get a little too fancy with that wrist. He flicked that wrist a little too much. Unless did he slow down a little bit? He kind of slowed down, so I don't know who exactly gets the blame for that the waywardness of this pass. But they tried to call it travel. That wasn't a travel. Tried to ask for a travel. I mean, nope. Oh, okay then. Big shenanigans, man. I need to see. Did he even look? When's the last time he looked at Aaron Gordon before he did that? Did he look at him? He obviously, yeah, he looked at him right before. Right before he threw that, he looked at him. Right there. He saw where he was, turned his body. Big shenanigans. Once again, making sure that I downloaded it. 9:39. It's 9:39 currently. I'm going to say that I did. Nasty. Nasty bricks out here. Screen. Roll. Get it back. Nice. What happened to, who was that? Oh, that's CJ. So, little screen. I'm not entirely sure who CJ was guarding here. He's guarding KCP. He tried to call for a switch. I'm assuming that's what he was calling for. Yeah, I don't know what are you doing, CJ? What are you doing, my good brother? He wasn't even. I don't know who. Did he ever locate where Aaron Gordon was after the screen happened? Like, what's going on? I'm guessing. Who was he looking at? I don't know. He got beat anyway, so that's wild defense though. One night he could really do there. He got through the screen. He got a hand up, but he too small. KCP get a nice little bit of vert on his thing. Good lob. I mean, it wasn't a great lob, but you know, that was more so because of the clutter than the anything. Is there a rebound coming? Yes. Okay. And like that, going into compilation. I thought it was another play that was logged incorrectly, but it wasn't. Bringing the ball up. Jokic always looks in various stages of being tired. Let's see. I didn't really see what happened. Oh, okay. Sure, it'd be nice to have some exit sets on our team, you know, guys. Nothing. Nice screen from Jamal. Wait a minute. It's going into compilation, of course. Let's check that arm angle out one more time. That's like in volleyball when you have somebody about to spike it and they just hit it real, you know what I'm saying, real gently. That's one of them moves. I used to hit people with that in gym class. You know what I'm saying? We weren't playing volleyball the correct way per se. You know what I'm saying? Multiple people. You touch the ball, you could touch it again after you just touched it. Like we weren't playing like that. Like you hit it twice if you can. Just get that ball over the net. We weren't playing by the rules. So when I was getting up to that net, I was getting my little feathery touch on. I was nice at volleyball. Street volleyball, as they may have called it, because it was definitely not how you were supposed to play. Let's see what we got here. Simple. Divery. Let's see why that dive was so available. Oh, another double. Didn't really. That's T.J. McConnell. Is that T.J. McConnell? Yeah, he got. Is that? I can't tell with that hair. That is T.J. I forgot he had that police academy haircut these days. That was a little too hotly contested. I already did a bid to guard entry pass, so we don't need to throw another one in there, even though it was an okay pass. Boy, ball just squirted out that man's hand. Nope. See, this is on defense. Okay. I was gonna say this play is taking a long time to develop. Is something gonna happen? Nah. Was that a moving screen by Murray? I'm not relitigating that. That wasn't a good enough play to even think about that. Simple. We've seen it a million times. We don't need to see it again. Nice. Now, for most people, that probably would have been a bounce pass with the right hand. As soon as he was right there, he probably would have threw it, wrap around instead. But you know what I'm saying? He's a different kind of guy here with the left hand wrap around. Let's see. Well, according to Cranges, the Lakers they run the playbook barely half the time. He said every time D'Lo go off that floor, bro, especially the last couple games, they ain't running no plays, let alone some of the plays. I mean, it kind of looks that way, but they had some kind of exit stuff. I saw when I was doing the D'Lo assist compilation. Like they had Torian come. It was like a horns. They had Torian. Torian was like right here. He leaked out right here, and then he got a hand. And then D'Lo was right here. He got a handoff, and then he threw a pass. Or I think was it Gabe? I can't remember who was on. I think D'Lo got a handoff, and then Gabe kind of cut, and he threw it over the defender's shoulder. Like I haven't seen any coordinated stuff like that in a while, where we're using like the free throw line or the baseline too crazy. The only person I really see doing a lot of screening and moving is D'Lo in the half court. So Cranges might be right. I don't know. I ain't been taking too much stock into the offensive sets too crazy, but he been tracking it. So you know what I'm saying. We're just gonna have to trust what he's saying for now. You know what I'm saying. Cranges make basketball, aka Timothy. Let's see. Nope. This game just happened, so we are reaching the end of the. This was 5-6 days ago. So we about to start prepping for the Lakers game. I am not going to watch the preseason passes like I was doing on the other video. Because I got to get ready for the game. And that means I got to lay down for a while. Nothing here. Let's see. Ooh, Michael Porter Jr., slasher extraordinaire. His high school film used to look so funny because it was so obvious that he was just bigger than everybody. I'm like, this guy looks very slow and kind of unathletic except for the way he jumps over people. His handle was not the greatest. But off-ball slashery, hit them threes, get them curls, all day. I think I could still take the ball from him if he was dribbling in front of me, but that's another discussion for another now. Just good stuff right there. The $6 million man right there. Put together with duct tape and stem cells. Oh yeah. He getting freaky out there. Getting freaky deaky with it. Just hard dive. Causing all the attention. Two fellers said we need to do something about this big man running into the paint. Little did they know, this feller. Did he set a screen? He fake set a screen. Then he just cut back into the play. Good basketball. That's like the third time that specific thing has happened. I was wondering if it was a set last time. It still doesn't look quite like it is. It still looks more improvisational than anything, but, you know, it's a good hoop. Handoff. Let's see. Gafford, he need to be on the trade block somebody could use a Gafford. The Lakers could use a Gafford. I can't remember. I haven't locked into his defense, but you know what I'm saying. You could never have too many P&R finishers, bro. You know what I'm saying. Never enough threats at the rim. Give us some Thomas Bryant vibes. You know what I'm saying. Let's see. These passes be defying physics sometimes, bro. I could have swore that pass was a little overthrown. But it was overthrown. I thought it was overthrown this way, but it looked like it was overthrown this way, which is much different. Yeah, that might have just been a camera trick. The camera was kind of zooming in at the same time that pass was thrown. And he should have hit him with the Magic Johnson. But he did the basic bounce pass. I mean, the basic pass. But once you throw a 360 pass off the dive last game, you don't really need to impress nobody with the fast break passes. You know, see, he was waiting. He was just waiting. He knew that his time was coming. I shouldn't even doubted this man. You know what I'm saying? He just be trying stuff out there. That wasn't even a great pass, but it was audacious. So it's going in the compilation because it was behind him and everything. Happily would take Avdia and Gafford on Los Angeles. Yeah, I haven't tapped into Avdia's offensive game recently. You know what I'm saying? But I liked what I saw. He played the game the right way, even though, you know what I'm saying, his offense wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? That jumper was looking crazy. But, you know what I'm saying? He's somebody that knew how to play the game the right way. He looked a little connecty out there. So I didn't even look at that last pass. I wouldn't mind having just a wing size guy that gives effort on defense. Like, I mean, we got Cam. Like, he can't be too much more volatile than Cam. You know what I'm saying? Can't be too much boomer best than Cam. Reginald Jackson. I just hurt my shoulder. Man, that hurt. Nice entry, but no. That's a long inbound. It's probably, I was going to say, this got to be a quick hitter if that took as long as it did. And it's going into compilation, even though it was just a basic, you know what I'm saying, shedding of an overplay. Is that Nembhard, the man who broke Lakers' hearts around the world last year? I don't remember him having braids. Let's see. Nice. Since it was with the left hand, it's definitely going into compilation. Jim Carrey looked like he was mad about something. Hold on, what was going on, Jim? What you was mad about, big dog? Boy got a super tech. Looked like he was about to get ejected. Is that, I think, did he get ejected? Because that don't look like him standing over there no more. This is not Rick Carlisle, ladies and gentlemen. Is this Rick Carlisle? No. Is this Rick Carlisle? Did he move down on the bench? I don't know. But who's that coach for the Lakers that be out there towards the coaching box? Yeah, that if that's not Carlisle, he got ejected. Unless I'm blind. Like, I didn't look at the last pass. I was too busy looking at the coach. Oh, okay. Subconsciously, I saw that wasn't a good pass. No, it wasn't a compilation-worthy pass, I should say. That Jokic. Look at Jokic moving them puppies. Nice pass fake, but nah. Go on. Nope. I'm always expecting something crazy to happen, and he just throws the simplest pass ever, and it's like, it's obvious in hindsight, but you never know with this brother. Playing possum. That boy be lumbering, but he don't be tired. It's crazy. Too much happened after the catch. You either shut that out or put that in the compilation. Handoff. Drink some water. Another handoff. Look like this compilation ending out on a whimper. Oh wait, what happened? Why are the games from December? Was this an in-season tournament game? But this is not a fancy court, so I don't know what's going on right now. But this game says December 6th. Some of the logging is out of order. I thought we was almost done. I think it's still almost done, but guess we gotta wait a little longer. I'm only gonna get 30 minutes instead of the 45 I thought I was getting. If that technical issue didn't come up, it would have been okay. Okay, I think this is actually the last pass. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Never mind. That's not. It's 3 more passes after that. I say that's not a cutting layup at all. Nah. Nope. I think that's the last pass. It is. All right. I guess that's the stream for today. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't too exciting. Didn't have too many questions, but you know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for rocking out with me for about 2 hours while we did a little nonsense. I don't know when the next stream is happening. You know what I'm saying? The trades is happening and all that other stuff. I gotta get ready for my Niners. I'll probably do one more this week, if not like Saturday or maybe tomorrow, depending on what happened in the game tonight. I don't know, but Friday's not really a good time to stream. So either Saturday. Well, Saturday, I'm probably definitely not streaming on Sunday because, you know what I'm saying, the game. But probably one more this week, then I'll be back next week for sure. But again, thank y'all for, you know what I'm saying, just stopping by and hang out a little bit. Appreciate you, Mike, for carrying the chat the last half. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm probably not going to be tweeting, so you might see me in a group chat or something like that. But other than that, this compilation will be coming up, will be posted within the next week for sure. After I make sure everything is all good and make sure my other computer is still working. But yeah, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Have a good one.